Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Master Quest, the series where I am drawing every single Pokemon that appears in the Pokédex, and today we are drawing the face of Pokemon, Pikachu, truly the Agumon of Pokemon. So, yeah, we're drawing Pikachu today. Not much else to say, so, other than that, you probably know what this series is about, so let's just jump into it. So, I got all my pre-stuff here. I got, my layer of just, background stuff. So we got the sketch that I did, beforehand, and then we got a nice little reference image that we'll use, and we got the color swatches right there. So, I actually can leave all this stuff up. So, let's get into the, initial breakdown of Pikachu. So I'm going to do this on this layer, and since Pikachu is an electric type, I figured we'll use a dark yellow. So when you want to draw a Pikachu like this, you can break it down to a couple simple shapes, a lot of circles, some ovals, but what you can do is you can get a circle for his head right there, and then a nice circle for that hand. Then you can get an oval for this hand, and then for his body, it's kind of this one big, kind of almost like potato sack type shape. But an easy way to think about it is you can get an oval here for that leg, an oval here for this leg, and then it just kind of like a bag that goes around it. Like so. And of course his ears are little ovals that are going out. And then his tail goes on like a zigzag, like a lightning pattern. So you can get like the zigzag, like that. And then just kind of break it down to like squares here. Something like that. And then the crosshairs for the face, it would be something like this. His eyes are up high. We're seeing him at more of like a looking up at Pikachu position. So his eyes are going to be a little bit higher. That'll be the center line for his face. And now if I just turn off the sketch that we did, this is pretty good for Pikachu. Oh, and you draw the little ovals for his feet there. But that's pretty much the breakdown of Pikachu. And actually, you know what? Since it's yellow and the background's kind of yellow, what I'm going to do is, where's the... There we go, that should work. Hopefully that works. I actually have never tried this on Psy 2 yet. Nope, that was definitely not it. So instead of doing that, we are just going to go to New Layer, Create a Clipping Group, and I'm going to just shade that in black, make it more clear. But yeah, that's pretty much the sketch that you'd have for Pikachu. If you have something like this, you should be doing pretty good. So I'm actually going to delete that layer, bring back my sketch, and now we'll just kind of jump into actually drawing them out. Since we're around the color black, 10 should be it should be good enough. So let's start. So we will jump right into, we'll start with his mouth. Because mouth is very easy. It's basically this kind of like double like U shape. So you just get a nice starting like here. You just get a nice little curve line like whoop. Let's start in the middle. Get a nice little curve. No, let me. I always do that where it's like I have the thing on like. Oh, why is it getting? There we go. There we go. So you get two little. Come on. This shouldn't be this difficult. So you get two little swoop lines like that. Very simple. And then we're going to turn down and around like that. So you get a nice big U and a nice little curve line for his tongue there. Then we can zoom out. And now we can get a nice little line like this. And you can actually keep it black for his nose. There like that. It's just this nice little kind of curve line. And then you fill it in the middle. And then for his eyes, they're just two nice long or round circles. Like that. And then you could actually do the half circle in there for the light reflection. Mainly because Pikachu's eyes are black. So that should be good. And we can also get in his cheek here. His cheek is, again, just a nice kind of straight on circle. Let me try doing that a little bit better. Oh, I know why it's bad. I have a stabilizer on frickin' 3. I need this on like 15. I knew that was wrong. See, I actually had to download, well, let me try that again. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There we go. I actually had to reinstall Psy on this new computer to do this. So again, some of the settings are not quite right. But that would explain a lot of like trouble I was having in the beginning there. But I think we should be good. So anyway, now that we got that done, what we could do is actually get his head shape in here. So we'll start right about here. Just draw a curve line going down like that. And then for the cheek here, you just get a half circle. Whoop, you don't want it going past the line. Like that. And now you do want to keep like a gap in between the ears here. So you're basically going to continue this line, just keep a little gap there. So I'm just going to draw a nice little curve line like that. Then here what we're going to do is just go start from this angle. Just going to curve it around. You're going to get to like a point here and then go down like that. Then you'll get a nice little curve line going around the ear. Like so. Now we can zoom out here, go to the next ear, and pretty much do the same thing. We're just going to go out, do this nice little curve line that kind of goes to like a point there. That straightens out too much. Let's try a stabilizer at 5. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. So again, you go out with like a curve line to a point, and then you curve it down into the head again. And we'll get that nice little curve line here for his for the tip of his ear. And now before we draw in the body shape, let's get the hand in here, because I'm just looking at that. So the hand's pretty easy. What you're going to want to do is draw a series of like these spikes. So we're going to go out here and just draw one spike like that. Go in, draw another spike, and you get 5. Pikachu actually has 5 fingers. And then you just draw a nice little curve line going down here and here. Again, it would be like a circle, but you wouldn't draw the bottom half of that circle. And just to give it a little bit more detail, you can draw a little curve line here for his palm. It'd be right in the middle, right there. And I will zoom in over here, and I guess we can draw in his body shape now. So it's going to be this one really long line that goes starting from here, and it'll go... And again, it's kind of like a potato sack almost. So we'll start here, draw a nice long curve line going down, up, down, and then curve it in like that. That was actually pretty good, goddamn. I am on the right stabilizer now. I'm actually going to connect this into the ear a little bit more like that. So again, you get a nice big line that goes down, and like where we drew those ovals, you kind of like follow where those are. So you get kind of like a nice potato sack looking shape for Pikachu's like lower body. Now what we're going to do here is go into the hand, and it's going to be very similar to the other hand right here, except the spikes are going to be connected to the like the arm. So we're just going to start here, draw a line going out, go into a series of 4 spikes, and then curve it in like that. And then the thumb is just like this little triangle right there, a little V, there's no bottom. Like that. Now we could jump into his feet here. And his feet are real simple. They're basically just an oval. The only thing you want to look out for is keeping, making like a little U shape that goes farther than these other two. So I'm going to draw that in first. Like that. You just wanted to make sure it goes farther in than the other two. Like that. And that. And then same thing on this side. You're going to start with the U going farther out. And then just kind of connect it into his legs here. Then we can get his back, which is these 2 little curve lines, or like U's right here, just for like his back markings that we do see a little bit of. And now we'll zoom out here, and now we could draw in his tail, and his tail is pretty much just a zigzag. So we're gonna go out, 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 in, and then it gets wider as it goes out, or as it gets to like the tip of his tail. So you want to keep that in mind as well. So I'm just going to go in here. We're just going to draw a nice zigzag like that. I just want to kind of straighten out this line a little bit more. There we go. Maybe a little bit more over here. All right, so now that we got that done, we are pretty much done with the line work. Also, just on like a bonus thing, there's some, what is it called? The Mandela effect, where some people believe that there's like a little curve line there where like the tip of Pikachu's tail should be black. But apparently it's always been completely yellow, like all the time. It's never been where the tip of the tail has been like black. That's some like weird Mandela effect. I saw a video on that once. But yeah, and they use like Pikachu for an example. And it's like, I could almost swear the tip of the tail was black, but I guess I was wrong. But now that we got that down, what we're going to do here is make a new folder. I'm going to put it under the line layer. So this layer right here is the line layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this folder Colors. And now, I'm going to show how we do it for the first color. Or maybe for Pikachu, he's mostly yellow, so we might be able to sneak away. So basically what you're going to want to do is hit your magic wand tool. Make sure you're selected on the line layer. And what you want to do is just click in to where all the colors that are going to be, or in this case, yellow. Also, I can turn off the sketch that I did. So now we just have the line layer on. So I clicked everything that is yellow. But now what you want to do is actually hit the select pen and just make sure, and I'm going to zoom in real quick, you're going to have little spots like this right here that you just want to, maybe I'll do it with a 3, just shade in, because that's one problem with the select pen. If the pixels get too close to one another, there'll be like these little gaps in the coloring. And again, all you need to do is hit the select pen and just select it in. And it's usually where there's like really tight corners or something. But that actually looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is go in the color folder, add a new layer, go to my swatches here. So I'm going to hit the ink pen, grab the yellow that we're going to use, and I'm just going to use the bucket tool and just drop that color in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what all we really need to do. So screw it. No, I'll just do it all in video, because I usually cut this depending on how many colors a Pokemon has. Just because. But since Pikachu only has really like 2-3 colors on him, might as well just show it off. So again, I'm just going back to that line layer. I am selecting what I need to select. Making a new color. So every time I do a color, I'm making a new layer for it. Base color. Ooh, no, bucket. Deselect. And actually, for this one, what I want to do is select the tail here, because you see how Pikachu actually has a color gradient almost on his tail here. Where does it end? It's pretty short, but it ends kind of around here. Oh, whoops. Oh, I must have not selected the right thing. Whoops. Okay, we're good. We're good now. We are good now. Base color. I'm gonna do it from like right about here, because he does have like a color change on his tail, and it's about there. Actually, I can go to the eraser. Kind of be about right about there, and I'll fill that in later. But I'm just gonna lay it down there just for now. And then we got the black on Pikachu, so I will select that as well. So we got his ear, his eyes, his mouth. I will need to use a select pen, because I knew right here, because again, when the pixels get so close to one another, it won't actually select in on there. So you just gotta keep an eye out for that. And now that's done, we can go pure black. I guess you can also use the base color too if you want. The bucket tool is just like one click, but the base color is also pretty good. Deselect that. And now, we could add in white for his eye reflection. I'll make that completely white. Boop. Boop. Bucket. Alright, that's good. And I'll add it in on the red cheeks. We are going to change this color slightly, make it a little bit more pinkish. Maybe too bright. Yeah, something like that. And I will do in his tongue. And there we have it. That's the coloration of Pikachu. Again, it goes pretty fast when you're not using too many colors. So that's pretty good. So now what we're going to do, since we have the color all on one layer here, what I'm going to do is click on the color layer. I'm going to go to the layer tab here, and I'm just going to duplicate that by hitting copy layer. So I'm going to minimize that one. And for this one, I'm actually going to take the black color out of the color 2, and then I'm going to merge all these other colors together. I hit delete. Whoops. Merge is the button next to it. Don't make that mistake. So basically I have all these colors now on one layer except the black, because I do want to handle the black a little bit differently. But basically what we're going to do is we are going to go in and pick a color that's kind of like this kind of purpley, like reddish purple color here. Something like that. And we're going to make a new layer. We're going to clip it to the color 2 layer that we have here. And we are going to set it to multiply. And we're going to put it around like maybe like a 65. And I'm going to hit the airbrush tool. And what we're going to do here, I can get like a decent, that might be too big. Maybe like 120. We'll use 120 for this one. And what we're going to do here is just kind of copy the shading that we see on Pikachu here. So like you get a little bit right here underneath. And underneath for his toes there. Little curve line. And again, I'm just using the airbrush tool. And I'm just laying down where there would be some shadow here. And it's okay to get a little, like, sloppy with it here. Maybe on the edge of the ear here. Because I'll show you a way to kind of clean this up in a minute. Kind of get... bottom there. And again, I'm assuming the light's coming in from, like, this angle. So I will shade according to that. So we'll just come in, go in with a nice little shade, get a little bit over here. And then get some on his tail here. Like so. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the blur tool here. And let me make it a little bit bigger. Like an 80. Yeah. And I'm just going to lightly kind of blur this in. So what the blur tool does is it kind of creates like a gradient color. Lightens things up a little bit, which is pretty good. That's kind of what we want right here. So just lighten that up very slightly. Even get it on the tail there as well. That's pretty good. So now what we're going to do, I do want to clean up some of the stuff around the face. It looks a little dirty on the face. So what you could do is click on the airbrush tool, then click this little symbol right under this color switch. And basically what this does is it makes the tool that you're using an eraser. So I'm using the same properties as the airbrush we were using, but now it acts more like... Ooh, that was way too big. Now it acts more like an eraser. So you can see I'm just kind of cutting out the harder shapes here now. That looks pretty good. Let me do a little bit on here too. Like that. And you could also play with the hardness of the layer too. So something like that will look pretty good. So that looks good for like the basic shading. Now what we want to do is add in some highlights. So we're going to add a new layer, create a clipping mask, go to screen. That should be pretty good. And then I'm going to color pick probably the yellow that we have. Maybe make it even a little bit lighter. And we're going to go back to the airbrush tool. And again, we're going to take the same example of like the light coming down here. And now we're just going to kind of draw in the highlights. With the airbrush tool. Same thing here on the tail. A little bit on the cheek there. A little bit above the ear here. Like that. Maybe a little bit on the hand here too. Just a little, like a little dot. Something like that's good. And again, if you want to, if it's still looking like a little bit messy on your end, feel free to use the blur tool. Blur that in. And now, like I said before, what we're going to do for the tail here, I'm going to color pick. Well, I don't even need to do that. Let's color pick this color. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to the, or go like our marker tool. Make it maybe like an 8. And what you want to do is just kind of draw in those, color in those spikes that Pikachu had. Oh, man. Might as well just use the ink pen that we normally use. Like that. Just kind of draw a little spike. Well, how does it go on the picture? Okay, it follows the kind of... So I'm actually going to draw it about here, just to make it easier. Color all that in. Like so. And then we'll get like a little spike here. Like that. Yeah, you just want like a little spikes going out. Again, that's the only thing you want to like change on that one. But other than that, that is pretty much how you draw. Oh wait, no, I forgot to do the black. Whoops. I was about to end the video. So I wanted to handle the black a little bit differently. So we're gonna go on that black layer that we have here. We're gonna create a new layer, create a clipping mask. We're gonna keep it normal, but we're gonna change the color to white. And I guess we could stay on our ink tool that we're using. I can make it a little bit bigger. We maybe make it like a 20. And what you want to do is put like kind of like a streak on here. So on the edge there, the ear, you get another one kind of about right here as well. Like that. And then just on the eye, I'm going to put like another little circle here. Like that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a watercolor brush. And make it like a 12. Let's make it like a 12. And I'm going to kind of like blur this in a little bit. Like that. I might even take a little bit of the blur tool too. Just kind of blur it in there a little bit more. Like that. And then same thing here. I'll start with the blur tool first. Actually, the blur tool is doing a pretty good job. Something like that. And then same thing on this ear as well. Kind of want to go back and forth with it. Kind of get like a good gradient going. And then what we're going to do is lower the opacity a little bit. Like that. Again, you want it kind of barely visible, but something like that should be good. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, normally I would, take it another step further where the line layer here. Actually, we could kind of do this. I'm going to create a new layer over our line layer. And then for the cheeks here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color pick the red that we have there. And I am going to make it much darker. But, like, not total black, but somewhere around, like, here. And then I'll take the base color here. Let me go back to, like, a 10. And what I'm going to do here... Actually, we take just this color. Make it like a 50. And what we're going to do here is just color in over that line there like that. And then same thing on this one. The tricky thing about this one is you don't want to hit the black there. So on the edge, you just want the like cheek. So yeah, it helps it stand out. It makes the cheeks a little bit lighter, a little bit different from the heavy black lines that Pikachu has. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much how you draw a Pikachu. Let me turn off the reference image so we get a nice clean thing here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you draw Pikachu. Yeah, the face of Pokemon. Truly, again, the Agumon of Pokemon. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how your Pikachus turned out. Let me see how your catch went. If you want to, you can tag me on, like, Instagram or Twitter or X. And I'll definitely, like, retweet them if you are following along the series. I think it'd be really cool to do that. And, if you guys want to see me tackle a Pokemon, feel free to comment what Pokemon you want to see me to draw in the comment section below. Your comments do affect the encounter rate, so if you want to see me draw whatever Pokemon, just leave in the comments, and the more comments I get on a single Pokemon, it'll increase the chances of me making a video on it sooner. But I do plan on hitting every Pokemon in the Pokédex. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the end slate that's coming up, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome to the end slate. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope your catch went well. And yeah, this is just the part of the video where I ask you to like, comment, subscribe, share it. You can follow me on all my socials. Link is down in the description below. All that stuff really helps me out, and I really do appreciate it if you do take the time to do that. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, just want to remind you guys, your comments do affect the encounter rate in these videos. So write what Pokemon you want to see me draw next, and the more comments I get on one, it increases the chances of us running into one and catching it in our Master Quest here. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.